So if you're someone who wants to change how you feel about things in your life, it could be the small things, the little things that affect you day to day, the things that trigger you, the boss who puts you under too much pressure, the partner who nags you and seems to stress you out a little bit. It could be just that you're running late for the bus. Any of those sort of more day-to-day things, then this process will help you change those. And if you follow the process for a long enough period of time, it will change who and how you feel about yourself, who you are and how you feel about yourself. So it's an amazing process. What is it? It's called the Feel It process. And I'm just going to give you a very basic introduction to it in this video. So the Feel It process is an incredibly simple yet powerful technique to change how you feel about anything in your life. And how it works is you have to identify, first of all, what the negative emotion is that you're feeling. So let's take a really basic example. Let's say you are on public transport, if you take public transport, and let's say someone has sort of bumped into you or stood on your foot, okay? And that has triggered you. That has made you feel really fed up and angry. Now, they didn't do it on purpose, but it's made you feel that way nevertheless, okay? Now, ordinarily, if you don't have any tools to your disposal, that's just going to simmer away in quiet resentment, or it might bubble over, I guess, into a confrontation. But typically you're going to end up experiencing that feeling for a while. Now, using the Feel It process, you can deal with it right there and then in the moment. So how does it work? Okay, what you have to do is identify the negative emotion. So let's say it's anger. Okay, and then what you do is I want to take you out of your head and into your body. Because the body is where the feeling tends to be stored, and that's where we can deal with it easiest without the head getting too involved. Okay, so I then would ask yourself the question, where do you feel that in the body? And it can literally be anywhere from the tip of your toe to the top of your head. And there are a few instances where you might not feel it anywhere. If that's the case, then just acknowledge that you don't feel it anywhere and just focus on the feeling of anger itself. But vast majority of times you'll feel it somewhere. The main places are the stomach, the heart, or the head. Okay, and but it can be a shoulder, it could be a knee, anything. There's some really weird things come up sometimes. So let's say it's anger, and let's say you feel it in the stomach. Okay, then the next question is, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being really intense, 0 being it's completely gone, what number would you give to it? Now, again, the best answer here is normally the first answer that pops into your mind, so it's not something for you to think about too much. It's not overly important. Just, let's say the number pops up straight away is a 7, so go with that, okay? So you feel 7 out of 10 angry about what's just happened, about the thing that triggered you. So then what you do is you just sit with that feeling and focus on it. You're not trying to change it. You're trying to literally focus on it, feel it fully until it changes. And guess what? It will change. It's gradually going to start to dissipate. It might go up initially 1 or 2 points. That can happen, especially if it's something you're not been too aware of previously. It can go up when you focus on it. Now, don't panic. That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It's literally just going up because you're focusing on it, and it will come down again. So keep focusing. It will go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and eventually it will have dissipated completely. How long does that take? It's kind of how long is a piece of string. It can be anything from a matter of minutes up until sort of, for bigger issues, it can take hours or sometimes even days, but those are the exceptions. The vast majority of times you'll be able to change how you feel about something within minutes, okay? 5 to 10 minutes is about average. So let's say you get down to 0 and you're like, yeah, well, I don't feel angry anymore. So great, ask yourself this, how do you feel now about that thing that triggered you, about the person that stood on your foot, for example? And if you feel anything other than okay or great, then there's going to be another negative emotion there that also needs to be dealt with. And this is then where you look at the second layer of emotion, Okay, so let's say you feel a bit frustrated. Okay, it normally softens a little bit. So it's gone from anger to frustration. Okay, so the same process. You go through it again exactly as before. Where do you feel it in the body? On a scale of 0 to 10, and then you feel it until the frustration goes from, say, 5, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You get to 0. At that point, you might feel okay about it. It's absolutely fine. Which is amazing, right? So in as little as a matter of minutes, you can completely change how you felt about that thing that happened. So it's a really powerful tool. I'd like you to think of something now that is just something small, something perhaps someone said to you, something that triggered you, something that has frustrated you, or you might feel a bit of tension, a bit of stress in the body. So you can just focus in on that feeling and do exactly the same process. So it's good to get started right away. That it's called the Feel It process. It's super powerful. You'll find a bit more about it on my website at adamtallamy.com, and I'll put details at the end of the video to the website. And if you've liked the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the post, and thanks very much for watching.